So wherever you feel, and I think you will get the notification if somebody wants to join. You immediately disturb me because I will not be able to see that notification during the PPT presentation. Okay. So last time we discussed these things like what is area vector, solid angle, electric flux, Gauss theorem, and its proof. Coulomb's law from Gauss theorem that we did. Okay, and we had a very, you can say, a detailed discussion about angles and the surface, the area vector, the direction of the surface, what is the flux, what is the unit of the flux, and at what angle the flux can be minimum and maximum. We also discussed how to conceptualize the solid angle in three-dimensional space and what is the total value for the solid angle at any point, that is 4 pi steradians. Then Gauss theorem, we actually found that surface integral of the electric field intensity over any closed hypothetical surface, which is also called the Gaussian surface in free space, is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed within the surface. So that relation we had last week, and we got the proof also by using a point charge surrounded by a hypothetical surface, a spherical surface, and we used this. And we got the value in a, you can say, a very easy manner that uh, it can be derived easily. Okay, so Q by epsilon naught, so Q was the enclosed charge. When we had to prove for a closed surface of any shape, we used the concept of this solid angle, and one by one step in the same manner we did, but at the end we used the entire integral for the solid angle, which was 4 pi, and we got the value of again the same value as we did in the normal proof of the Gauss law. We also deduced the Coulomb's law from Gauss theorem, again using the point charge, and again that is surrounded by a hypothetical surface. So after that calculation of electric field, we just did you can say the calculation of the force by using a test charge, a positive test charge near to that, which is the Coulomb's. Now we are going to discuss one by one the important applications of Gauss theorem. First one, we are going to discuss today the electric field intensity due to infinitely long straight charged wire. Now I request all of you who are in this class today, you please note down whatsoever I am going to do, because today's quiz will be based on these applications. If you are not taking care of these discussions today, so I hope you will not be able to perform well in your quiz. So accordingly you try to concentrate. So the problem says that there is an infinitely long straight charged wire. So all of you are with me right now. I am not able to see all of you. So you please respond that you are getting what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can understand over here, this orange color wire is there, which is already charged. The plus charge, the positive charge is there, and it is infinitely. It is going on the left hands to minus infinity, to the right hands to plus infinity, and it is charged. And because it is positively charged, the electric field lines will go radially perpendicular outward from this wire. Okay, so to have the Gauss effect, you can say the Gauss theorem to be applied, we have to cover this charge whatsoever on this wire by by a hypothetical surface. So I am taking this hypothetical surface as cylindrical because the wire shape is also a cylindrical type. So for a small, you can say region, a small cylinder is being created. That small cylinder has a radius r, and there are three surfaces: the surface on the left hand side, the surface on the right hand side, and the curved surface, which is the you can say the outer structure of this cylinder. On this outer surface, we are taking a very small surface area ds, which is C. So you can see over here at the point C, the direction of the surface is perpendicular outward, as well as the electric field is out. Now on the surface B on the left hand side, which is, you can say, from here, if we say suppose it is the base of the cylinder, so this surface B is again having a small surface area, but see the directions. The direction of the surface is perpendicular here to the direction of the electric field. And again, the same theory applies here for A surface. The direction of the surface area ds is perpendicular to the direction of electric field. Now, height of the cylinder, or you can say the length of the cylinder over here, is L. So if we keep this in mind, we can write that Gaussian surface is a closed surface around the charge distribution, such that the electric field intensity has a single fixed value at every point on the surface. Okay, so we can write from Gauss law that the flux will be equal to integral closed integral E dot ds is q by epsilon naught. This is the law as given by the Gauss. So if we have to calculate the total surface integral, like E dot ds for the closed surface, so there are three surfaces, as I already discussed. There is A surface, there is B surface, and the C surface. So you can understand over here that ds and E for the C surface has angle 0, but for both A and B, the angle is 90 degree. And all of you know that cos 90 value is 0 and cos 0 value is 1. So we can put over here that the surface of the cylinder is actually 2 pi r L. So that is the integration value, and if we put here this value q by epsilon, that will come the total charge, that is the length and multiplied by the linear charge density lambda. So we can put here E is equal to 2 pi r L is equal to lambda L by epsilon naught, so that E value is 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught lambda by r. So E value we got, and we can put this electric field value in the vector form also. Direction of the electric field intensity will be radially outward, okay, from the positive charge. But for the negative charge, it will be accordingly radially inward. Electric field intensity, now you please try to note down this. It is independent of the size of the Gaussian surface, because that R value we can define. We can define our own cylinder of any size. So it depends only on the distance of the point of concentration. That is, the Gaussian surface should contain the point of concentration. That is the important part. Whatsoever the charge, whatsoever the object, whatever thing you are calculating, that should be inside the Gaussian surface. So you should create the Gaussian surface to enclose the charge. That is the important part. So that was the first application. So using that concept of first application, now we are moving to the second application. Now one question for all of you. Is there any problem with the first application? Kindly let me know. Anybody? Is it clear to all? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So should I move ahead?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now we are moving to the second important one, which is very important as far as your numericals, and you will face this problem many a times in your engineering syllabus. This is electric field intensity due to infinitely long, thin, plane sheet of charge. So when we are talking about a plain sheet of charge, so basically you can understand a sheet is a area, is surface like this. So this blue surface having positive charge with surface charge density sigma. Now we need to enclose this charge, but you are saying that it is infinitely long. So we cannot control it. So what we will do, we will have a small region of this plate enclosed within a Gaussian surface. So the Gaussian surface is this pink cylinder here with radius r, both the sides. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side, so that there is some charge enclosed here in between. Right? Is there any student asked to join? Asking to join? Kindly respond if there is any student.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So you can see again it is a cylinder, and cylinder has three surfaces. So when this one. So when a cylinder is there with three surfaces, you have to see the directions of the surface and the electric field. So for the positive charge, electric field will be outward. But when you are seeing the direction of the surface, you can see here. The direction of the surface for this C point, the curved surface, is perpendicular to the direction of the E value, electric field. But for A and B, you can easily make out that these are in the same direction. So when we are writing Gauss law for this, the field lines remain straight, parallel and uniformly spaced. So we can again write this flux surface E dot ds as the sum of three surfaces A, B and C. But now we know that for C it is 90 degree, and for both A and B it is 0 degree. So for A and B we will have full value, but for C we will have 0. So it is twice of E integral ds. But now what is the area of this circle A and B? It is actually pi r square. So when we put this pi r square, so it is equal to q by epsilon naught sigma pi r square by 7. So that is the total charge. So we can make out from here that E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So this is the electric field value, okay, on any one side of the infinitely spaced sheet. And the direction is along the direction of the electric field, right? Electric field intensity independent of the size of the Gaussian surface. Again, this is an important part, you always have to remember this. And if the plane sheet is thick, then the charge distribution will be available on both the sides. So for a thick, you can say plane sheet, there will be sigma by epsilon naught. So is there any problem in second application? So that
No,
we
sir.
can move to third. I hope already many a times you have done this.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but today I will give the numericals on these. So kindly take the full concentration on it. Now we are having the third one. You see that the third one is electric field intensity due to two parallel infinitely long thin plane sheets. So it is the same thing what we have done in the second, but now we are having two same type of sheets infinitely long like this. So when we have infinitely, so there are different cases, means where we are actually targeting at what point. So the first case, suppose in this blue sheet, the plus charge is there. In this orange sheet, there is again a charge there, but these are having different charge densities. The charge distribution on both the sides are different. So there are three regions, region 1, region 2 and region 3. And when these are different, so there is first case when the charge distributions on the first is greater than the charge distribution on the second. Sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2. If you have not done this application earlier, so you kindly make a note, very fast note on your note sheet that what going to be considered. So over here, when we are seeing this, where this sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, so you can see E1 is due to first sheet, and for here it is in both the directions left and right. But for second one, right, E2, see here, E2 is on the right hand side and again on the left hand side going in this direction. So E1 is here and E2 is here. But because sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2, the net electric field E in between region 2 will be from blue to orange. And for region 3, it will be away on the right hand side, and for region 1, it will be away from on the left hand side. So this way the distribution will take place and we can write the different values for different regions. Suppose in here E, because you can see E will be E1 plus E2. I hope you can see the directions. All are in the same direction. E1 and E2 are in the same direction. So here you can see E1 plus E2 is equal to Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
There was some issue regarding some network, so this was disturbed at the time. How much time was there? At what point we left? Vishal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are explaining the direction.
On the second part or on the third?
Sir, you have explained the third one, and you were giving the definition: E is equals to E1 plus E2.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just continuing. I don't know what was the problem. Okay. Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So I hope I was on that screen on third case, right? So we discussed, I hope, this one. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are on E is equals to E1 minus E2. E is equals to sigma 1 by sigma
Yeah.
2 by 2 epsilon naught. Yes, sir.
So I hope this is clear. I think.
Yes, sir.
So can I move to the next one, next application?
So actually, the last one when E2 is going right side,
Okay.
and then again it's again E2 it's going. So the third in third region, I'm little bit confused.
In this case three. Case three.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 See here. On the orange sheet, you are seeing the orange sheet.
Yes, sir.
This orange sheet is a negatively charged sheet.
Yes, sir.
So what will happen? Negatively charged sheet will have electric field lines towards it, into this.
Yes, sir.
So from the left hand side, the electric field lines are into this.
Yes, sir.
And from right hand side also, electric field lines will be into the sheet. Okay.
Okay, sir. So
Again, I am just giving you one example. How you judge the direction of electric field? How we judge? We what we do? We place a positive test charge near to that
yes, sir.
charge.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So if I place a positive test charge here near to this negatively charged sheet, there that
Yes, sir.
positive test charge will move. It will move
Yes, sir.
towards
It
the
will
sheet.
not move backward. Yes, sir.
Now I think it is clear.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So should I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So this is my, you can say the last application today I will discuss, that is spherical shell. So
Okay,
this
sir.
is uniformly charged thin, it is written this, but it is thin spherical shell. So electric field intensity due to a uniform charged thin spherical shell, this type. So there is a shell, and you can see over here this blue direction here. R is the radius and positive charge. Now what we are doing, we are enclosing this dotted line Gaussian surface, and this Gaussian surface has a radius of small r. Now this charge sphere with capital R radius is hollow from inside. It is not solid, and total Q charge is being distributed over this surface, and a small area ds is available, so that the direction of the surface ds and electric field are in the same direction. So if I write about this, so electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell at a point outside the shell is such as if the whole charge were concentrated at the center. So whatsoever the charge we are distributing here, for this point P, it will be considered like it is at the center. Okay, so we will prove it. So at a point P outside the shell, suppose this P point is outside this blue shell. So we can find E dot ds, that is Q by epsilon naught, and E and ds are in the same direction, so E dot ds has 0° angle. So the maximum value Q by epsilon naught. So we can have the surface of ds. And what is this surface of ds? Because this is the bigger value for this internal surface, 4 pi r square, small r square. So we can have this value. So this is electric field at this point P due to this enclosed charge. But you have remembered that this is the same electric field at any point P at a distance small r if the charge is at O. So this is the statement what we have. Now Q is equal to, because this is the charge distribution over the surface. So if I had to find the charge, we have to multiply the surface with the surface charge density. So that E is equal to sigma capital R square by epsilon naught small r square. So in this way we can write it, but at a point capital A on the surface of the shell, like here. Now I have moved the Gaussian surface on the surface of the sphere. So this is the second case. So this is A point. Again the directions are same, but now small r and capital R value are same. So we can write here again from the Gauss law, pi E dot ds q by epsilon naught, right? And over here this integral ds is 4 pi capital R square. So over here the same value what we had to use when the total charge distribution is considered at this point O. And in terms of sigma, we can write E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. The third one is important when the charge is inside the shell. When we say not charge inside the shell, but the point of consideration is inside the shell. So shell is at capital R distance, but the Gaussian surface what we are talking about is inside. It's hollow inside, right? But it is distributed here. So we can say that because E dot ds is here, so E and ds are in the same direction, as we know. I hope now we can understand. But inside this Gaussian surface there is no charge. If there is no charge, then the value of Q will be 0. There is no charge enclosed. So E is equal to 0. So property E is equal to 0 inside a cavity is also used for shielding, electrostatic shielding. And this is the graph. The maximum value we receive at capital R, and after that when we are moving outward in this direction, the value of electric field decreases. So this is the discussion I had to make with you. Now today I am just going to give you very easy quiz There are two quizzes, but first I will give you very easy quiz. Then you can uh, do the second one also. But I am just trying to give you the first one. Let me allow me for 1 second. Uh, yeah, this is. So you are ready with your calculator?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is here. This here. Achha, both of you are in my WhatsApp group.
So we are in the UEM group. It's your personal WhatsApp group.
No, I have my WhatsApp group. I have given you one. Just a moment. Because I keep on posting the details there. What you can do. This is the link for that WhatsApp. You can click on and you will be joining. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is only for physics class.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now you can do the test. See how much you can gain. After the test, I will discuss few things and then the
Okay, sir.
second quiz. So it is 11:40 now. At 11:45, I will stop.
Okay, sir.
You have 5 minutes. The questions are very easy, and I hope with today's discussion you all can do. But why students have not joined today? That I hope many of them are busy with the Ayodhya issue.
Yes, I think so. I don't know why they've not joined.
Okay. So are you doing this? Only 2 minutes are left.
Yes, yes, I'm doing.
So there were only two numericals and three theory questions. So kindly submit. Already 11:45 now. So Arif, how many you have done? Arif, are you there? Vishal, how many of you have done?
Sir, I have done three. Just few minutes.
Okay, okay. Arif, Arif, are you there? So you have submitted. Okay. Arif, Arif have submitted. Vishal, please submit.
বাণী বোধ
Sir, I
কোনো ভর্তিও
submitted,
করেছিল
sir.
Submitted?
Yes,
এই
sir.
জিনিস হয়েছে জানেন
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir, I have submitted.
Okay. So I am stopping the response.
Yes, sir.
So you can see over here, okay, Arhit has gone 6 marks and Vishal has got 10. So here you can see the comparison question wise. The first question, one student has got correct, one wrong, and second question, both of you have done correctly. Again, the third question, 1 plus 1, and fourth question, the second, again, both of you are correct, and fifth also. So numericals, I think first numerical one student have got right. Okay. So I'm just showing you the explanation. Kindly see this, and because it will be easy to understand then where you have done the mistake. See here. So we have to see the flux density, right? So sigma is given, but R value is also given 2 meter, and sigma is for -2 at R is equal to 4 meter, and for sigma is -3 at R is equal to 5. So we have to see find the flux density at R is equal to 1. So already we have discussed that if the surfaces are like outwards, and inside those surfaces there is some Gaussian surface, then there will not be any field available. So flux density there will be 0. That is the first one. Now the second one is with Gauss law as a reference, which of the following law can be derived. Now you can understand that using this we can easily derive the Coulomb's law that we have done. Third one says normal component of electric flux density is always discontinuous at the interface. So when you see here the uh, explanation, so in dielectric boundary, if there is a true, you can say the surface of dielectric material, if a free surface charge density exists at the interface, then the normal components are always discontinuous. Okay? That I hope it's not been covered till 10 plus 2, but it is there. So we'll discuss about this in our after the next few classes. So the next question, Gauss law can be evaluated in which coordinate system? So it depends on the surface. If we are spherical, then the spherical coordinate system. If Cartesian, cylindrical accordingly we can use cylindrical. And there is a simple numerical based on the gradient value. So if we find the value for this gradient integration value, then we can easily find it. Whereas this sphere can arise. The surface integral we need to calculate. So accordingly, I hope the performance was good, and for the second class, I hope it's excellent. So I am just talking about my others is there. Yeah. So in the last time I have discussed you about my website. So I am just giving you one link over here. This is my website. Okay, and I'm just showing you the website content over here, which is beneficial to you. Altogether, I'm just adding the contents to this. You can see here that there is a syllabus and lesson plan, and then module-wise theory notes, assignment and workbooks, midterm exams, module-wise video lectures, and other informations. Right now, only syllabus and lesson plan document is there. Others I am adding. So I hope by this Sunday I will be adding all these things. So if you click on syllabus and lesson plan, then the window will be coming, and there will be a detailed syllabus and the information about all the modules what we will have as a regular class syllabus. Okay, and afterwards there will be a list of experiments, then suggested books for the topics, all are given. Okay, and the list of experiments and other things are available. Right?
So can you provide your email for queries if I have
Yeah,
any
yes,
query?
definitely. I'm just discussing. Please look into here. Please look into this. See, the second part, which is physics laboratory. So list of experiments is available. So when you will click on this, you will find there are list of experiments like Young's modulus, Newton rings, modulus of rigidity. So this part is complete. So you can go through this. There are 13 experiments, And if you click on any say experiment like this Young's modulus, so you will see. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So there is a link. You will click on this link, and a new window will open. Right now it's okay. Yeah, I have a virus checker, so it is again warning again and again. So it will go to the Young's modulus non-uniform banding. So there is a virtual laboratory available. So this way you can do. This we will discuss in detail later, but this is the way how you can perform the experiments. So by clicking on these, the experiments will keep on changing, and the link is available here, and you can learn about the experiments. The virtual laboratory is available. This is one thing. Now you are saying about the if you want to give the message, right? You click on this let's chat. You click on this let's chat. You give your name and email ID and submit, or write your message here in type. So whatsoever you want to write, it will come to my email ID. Okay, direct. So my email ID is attached to this website. So whenever you will write something here, chat, I will receive it. There is no issue. You have to give your name and email ID afterwards. This is one point. Then you can go for contact. In more, then there is a contact. So again, it is here. My phone number is available. You write your name, email ID, and subject. Subject means your branch, and type your message whatsoever you. Is there any problem or any doubt, or in any numerical you are facing some problem? You can submit. I hope I am clear.
Yes, sir.
So I am approachable. So wherever the things are, this is my WhatsApp number also. So you can personally WhatsApp if you have any urgent issue. Otherwise, you can write me email with your name, email, and subject. Subject means your branch. So this is under construction right now, but video links and all these details will be available, I hope, within 3-4 days. Within 3-4 days, right?
Okay, sir.
So this is
Yes,
the
sir.
website. You need to take care, and accordingly you have to see how you can run. Please save this somewhere in your mobile or somewhere in your laptop. But the important part, later on you must not complain. You have to have the laptop with you to explore all the laboratories. The virtual labs, what I am showing here, the virtual labs will not play in your mobile phone. The virtual lab will only work in the laptop or desktop. Okay, so you try to assess your all laboratories. I am not saying about physics only. All the laboratories, physics, electrical, electronics, chemistry, whatsoever the laboratory you have, all laboratories will work only in laptop or desktop. So you please try to do that. Yeah.
You have given the syllabus of first semester and second semester in the group. I have seen.
Just a moment. I'm not getting your voice. Yes, please speak loudly.
Yes, sir. You have given the syllabus of first semester and second semester in the group. I have went through it.
Yes, that was there.
So, which books should we go through? There is many books like optoelectronics given in the instruction in admission kit.
Yes.
I have been permanently admitted to Jaipur. So there was an admission kit, and in the admission kit there were some instructions about the books for first semester and second semester. But the books are 10,000 to 15,000 price. McGraw-Hill, the original version.
That's what I am saying. You please wait for that. Because many of the books, as far you can say for my subject, I will try to provide you the link, and all the material will be available on my website. The numericals, the theory, the practical, all these things will be available online on my website, right? But in addition to that, if you want to purchase some book, I will give you the names, because the names given in your admission kit, that was actually the reference books, because reference books are related to particular topic. As I have shown you over here, let me show you here. I'm just give me one moment. Yeah, it has come. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See here, this is the list of books. For first module, vector and classical mechanics, there is a book like Murray Spiegel, Shom Outline Series, McGraw-Hill Book Company, Theory and Problems of Theoretical Mechanics by Murray. So oscillation is again advanced acoustics, optics के लिए you have to B Ghosh, K.G. Majumdar. So there are different books for different topics, but you cannot purchase all books. These are reference books. Reference books you should not purchase. Reference books you should have a copy just to see, just to refer for a topic, for a doubt. But for the entire syllabus, there can be a book. There is a book, right? So I will give you those details for my subject. The entire material, entire textbook, I will provide on my website. There is no issue for physics, right? Yeah, I will provide everything. And if there will be any need, I will give you the textbook name. My textbooks are also available on Amazon. My books, there are 3-4 books available on Amazon, but the syllabus is not according to this what we have discussed. There are different syllabus for different universities. So I will be telling all those details accordingly, right? But you kindly follow the website details for everything. Yeah. For physics only, I am saying. For other subjects, I cannot say. But for physics, there will not be any problem, right? So I hope this is it. So I am giving you the second quiz also. Can you do this? The second one. Should I give today or next week we should keep?
Sir, as you like.
We will keep next week.
Okay, sir. Okay.
We'll keep next week. So you prepare yourself, and I hope academic calendar you have received.
No, sir. Actually, yesterday was my first class, so I have not attended so many classes. Yes,
So
sir.
what you do, I have given you this link to join my WhatsApp group. So you
Yes, sir.
join, and there I will again post the academic calendar, right?
So actually, sir, the link is not opening. I am just clicking the link and it puts back. I came backward to this.
No.
Just a second, sir.
You
Actually,
have
sir,
to
when I am just clicking the link,
you have
it's
to
not
take
opening,
it.
sir.
You have to take it in your phone, smartphone.
Yes.
You copy this link to the phone.
Okay, sir. Just a second. Yes, sir. Copied.
Then you can click it.
Okay, sir.
So hope you will be able to join. All people can join over here.
Okay, sir. I'll join as soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
We'll
thank
meet
you, sir.
again next week. Thanks a lot.
Sir, attendance.
Yeah. No, you sir attended. Already I have recorded you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome.
So now you can leave this meeting. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.